say welcome to the hood, welcome to the hood, welcome to the place where nothing ever ends up good. And they say that you're a disgrace if you can't find yourself a job. Around here there's either been a drought and then there's been a flood. No one ever built an ark for anybody from the block. Man are trying to ring the heavens but God never gets in touch. For certain people it's a must to come across as tough, cause you don't want to be a victim when Berettas start to bust. And I say welcome to the hood, welcome to the hood where no one teaches you to love, because we're all products of lust. We learn to tell a lie before we even learn to trust, and then we see our people die as if the sorrow ain't enough. So-and-so killed so-and-so, I struggle to keep up. A victim of knife crime, they hit him in the lung. The press are making articles expressing their disgust, but where there's no opportunity, survival is a must. And I say welcome to the hood, welcome to the hood where boredom leads to depression, depression leads to drugs, and drugs numb the pain of all the fucked up stuff that you have to see when you're forced into growing up. Nobody's responsible, everybody's corrupt, and school's a waste of time cause we're learning out of books. And when you're academic you get taken for a mug, cause mathematics won't help when you're in a puddle of blood. And I say welcome to the hood, welcome to the hood. Feels like the only thing that ever settles is the dust. We try and keep it clean but the stress builds up, and it was all a dream until Biggie got shot.
Welcome to the place that I call home. Be careful it don't turn your heart to stone. Welcome to the war I'm battling. You live or you die, you lose or you win.
And I say welcome to the hood.
Welcome to the hood, or welcome to my home. Yeah, back once again for the Renegade Master, D4 Damager, power to the people, that's right. Yep, bit of an opening sequence on this one's video, innit? How long's it been? Mid-December, 3 months since I've uploaded a video. A lot's happened, and as you know in the title of this video, it is channel update, life update, more importantly, mental health. And that's what I want to talk about on this video. We've got no pickups, we've got no boxes of video games that are coming out, and yeah, I just want to let everybody out there that certainly subscribe to my channel and watches any of my videos what's been going on with me, life, the channel of course as well, because that's why you're here, right? For the games and for the goodness and for the fun times and laughter, and you know, a bit of clowning around. Like my man Goldtooth, big up, was saying, yeah, you know, want some more fun back on the tubes, you know, not too serious, not all business, you know what I'm saying? I know you do, you get me, family. So yeah, big shout out to the retro gaming, collecting and modern gaming fam, the family, each and every one of you. Couple of mentions before I continue. Horatio Van Basten, big up yourself, my man, if you're watching. I know he's all over the gram, all over my Instagram. Same with Champion 2D Rob, big up, bruv. I say Goldtooth, man like Retro Hulkster, Roger, 16 Bits and Bobs. I could go on and on and on. You know, Scott Sega Zombie, Retro Chef, Lee, back with the swap shop. Maybe we'll be on there at some point. That would be really good fun. I know we have discussed it, so just make some time for that. So yeah, without further ado, as they say, we're actually not in the game room, as you can tell, right? We are in my bedroom. Top D, Schmuck Pilot 79's third floor of the house, of the HQ, the headquarters. And as you can see, that's right, it's party time. Oh yeah, it's party time. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's like MTV Cribs, innit? What do they say? This is where the magic happens. Not quite, because I am like a fucking monk at this stage. I might as well be a eunuch, innit? Because it's been about, I want to say 6-7 years I've been celibate. So I did put it on Facebook the other day. If you're connected with me on there, I did a little post, which was quite amusing. And I said, yeah, ladies, tell a friend to tell a friend. You get me, fam. So, yeah, channel update. Hope everybody's good out there. I literally just went to the other end of the room, set up the camera and the tripod up here, and of course I'm not been able to get there. There's boxes. I literally like brought dust on the bottom of my socks onto my lovely cotton bed sheet, so we don't want that, do we? But I'm not going to gas on. I want to, yeah, a little channel update. I've been away. The last video, what what a cliffhanger, what a video to end on. I had man like Goldie, up in my house, up in the HQ. It was so good. And we got halfway through unboxing the Sega Mega Drive games. It was halfway through. Now going forward, I'm not planning on doing that unboxing. I need to sell pretty much everything. I'm going to keep what I really want to play. And like I said once before in the previous videos, if you've seen them, that I'm going to collect cartridge only on most titles, maybe repros. We're going to emulate, because I do want to play some games for myself, but also with my girls, because it's fun. You know, right from like anybody that's from back in the day, from the retro gaming side of things and arcades, will remember what great fun and memories we had then, because we just didn't have everything that we've got today, or that my kids have got today. So we're getting back to that, back to the raw fun times. So yeah, we're not going to be done boxing, like I say, any of that stuff. I may well pull some out from time to time. I'll find some good stuff. I'm going to share it with you, obviously. But what I will say, as I have done before, head over to my Insta, my IG, the gram, my Instagram. That should have been long enough for you guys to see that. I've been listing up a lot of my games. We started with Xbox 360 shmup shooters, STG, etc. shooting game. But listing basically everything on that. Some real cool stuff. Moochie Moochie Pork Pink Sweets is one of the big ones. Also, I've started listing, you know, I like to switch it up. I've got more Xbox 360, but I don't want to just be like listing all out. I want to start listing some of the other stuff. Some things are going to sell more than others, etc. And yeah, PSP, Sony PlayStation Portable. I've been, last 3 days, I think it's the last 3 days, I've got a little workstation here. I keep digressing. I've got a little workstation where I set up the ring light, and I'm literally working throughout the day, listing up my games, putting them on eBay. So again, head over to my eBay if you want to see what I've got up there. Let's see if we can bang some links in the description or whatnot. And yeah, basically, it's been great. I've sold a few things. We've got, I think, the Star Soldier, or so to say, the Soldier collection, the PC Engine collection for PSP. That's going off to a guy in Germany. Big shout out to a guy called Thomas. I won't say no more. He's bought a couple of games off me. Metal Slug, I believe. Metal Slug Anthology. And what was the other one? I'm just trying to remember now. Oh, it was Parodius collection, Parodius Portable for PSP. One's Japanese title, one's a PAL. And yeah, I've also sold Astro Boy, new and sealed. So again, if you head over to the gram, when I'm listing on eBay, you're going to see straight away, as soon as I've listed that one game, bang, I'm then popping it up on the gram so people are aware of it if you're interested. And also, so I can have a bit of a catalogue, a record of the collection that I've got or did have at one stage. Bit like with the YouTube, you go right back to the beginning, back in lockdown when I started this bad boy up in 2020. The whole point was to catalogue the collection, share it with the community, as the community has done with me, the retro gaming fam, the gaming fam in general, and leave something for my kids, for my 3 daughters to look back on, you know, when they're older, when I'm gone, yeah, because we're all going to go, that's for sure, but not yet. I ain't going nowhere, trust me, yeah. They're going bigger and better. You know, the underdog story, that is mine. Yeah, I'm going to keep moving forward. Like Rocky says, you've got to keep moving forward. You've got to roll with the punches. You've got to take them hits, and you've got to keep moving forward. It's true. It's true. There's real truth in that. You know, if you can't backing away when you're in a scrap, it's going to come on you, and you've got to step every time. I talk from experience. So yeah, I won't gas on too much more about that. Yeah, basically, Goldtooth came out here around 18th of December, I think it was. You know, Randy, man, it was so much fun. Honestly, highlight of my life. One of the highlights of my life. It was just so cool. I haven't had some fun like that for a long time. So I'm never going to forget that. So, yeah, man, big love, Goldtooth. Big up you, man. You know that. Respect. And then, yeah, literally, I got ill. And we're talking, like, flu. I mean, you heard all these people saying, oh, COVID too, whatever. Yeah, but I literally got ill for way over a month. I started to feel somewhat better. I went back to work. I work in a hot, cold environment. It's up and down. physical. I drive a forklift, but I'm lifting boxes all the time, which keeps you fit. But also when you're trying to recover, it's no good. You need the rest, don't you? Rest is best. Now, yeah, so then I was off work again and I was back in. I was meant to go down to see my mum, my brother, my sister, my nephews and niece at Christmas. Didn't happen. It was too ill to go down there. I was gutted, really gutted. My mum's not well. Yeah, facts, straight facts. And so it's hard me being here in Notts in the East Midlands, and they're all obviously down in Kent, and the rest. I've got other family in South East London, other part of London, Australia. So, and we're blessed with the technology that we can keep in contact, face to face speaking, but it's not the same as that physical connection. You know that, right? And if you don't know, you do, or you're getting to know, yeah. So yeah, I basically wasn't watching any gaming related videos, any of my friends, what I call my friends out there, yeah. It really got to me. I really got down. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, life is up and down, and I kind of always just rolled with it and dealt with it as best I could, as best I can. But yeah, not going down to see my family. I then said, right, you know what, I'm gonna come on New Year's Eve. We can see each other then. Again, still ill, flu. Didn't want to drive down there. It's only 155 miles. It's not that far, yeah. But yeah, I didn't do it, and that really affected me. I'll be honest with you, in my head, because I miss my family. I love my family, yeah. And I've got my dad here in Notts, who's not far from me at all. 10-minute drive, if that. And obviously my kids, my 3 daughters. But yeah, I do miss my family and I love them very much. We talk fairly often, but I say it's nothing like seeing them, is it, and being with them. So that didn't help. And with regards to my job, I think I mentioned this before, that yeah, you know, I want to go and work at Mercedes-Benz, back in sales, back in car sales, helping people, building relationships. What I love best, yeah, it's not using these, it's using this and this, and the skills that I've got in terms of sales. I've got a career of sales, without boring you on that one, yeah. But I felt really, really down. I did go back to work eventually, and literally about 3 weeks ago, we got redundancies at my work, and I'm going to be redundant at the end of the month. Last day is the 31st of March, and to be fair, yeah, I spoke with my bosses that are great, Steve and Carl. I'm sure they're not watching this, but if you are, respect. They really are real ones, trust me, yeah, I recognise that, yeah, I recognise them, and I appreciate them. And also, there's a few people, YouTubers, what I call friends, yeah, they are my friends, that I've spoken to about this, yeah. And I just want to say, you know who you are, and I just want to say thank you. I mean that. I'm really grateful. I know I put on a brave face, yeah, you know, it's the tears of a clown, man. But I really appreciate you, and I'm really, really grateful. I mean that. Thank you for being there. Yeah, you probably don't even realise it, but thank you. It needs to be said. Love. So yeah, I really couldn't cope, is the truth. You know, mental health, it was real. I'm kind of one of these people that almost don't believe in depression. You hear Andrew Tate say stuff about that. Yeah, depression's not real. You know, it's not actually a disease. I mean, I know from family and friends that have suffered with depression over the years, have taken medication, and some of them have been on medication for as long as I can remember. A family member of mine once said, it's meant to, you know, antidepressants are meant to be the drugs, the medication, the pharmaceuticals. They're meant to be a crutch. When you're on your knees, it's to help you get back up and start moving forward until you can like throw one crutch away, throw the other way, you know, and bang, you know, off we go. A bit like Righteous Gemstones. We've healed ye, healed by the power of the Lord. Ah! You know, and bang, people are walking again. You know, a lot of stuff is psychological. Your mind's a very powerful thing, and it can be used good and bad, obviously, right? And yeah, I got experience with other people, family members in that kind of situation as well. Facts. Now, 2 weeks ago, yeah, I went to the doctors and I said, listen, I didn't even know what to say or how to say it. Excuse me. I was on my knees. I did break down in the end. I'm man enough to say it, yeah. I'm real enough to say that. And I said, I need some help. I said, I feel like I just need some time. I mean, this house in my home, if you go back, I'll never forget Rob, Champion 2D Rob. I did like a little tour of the house. I think when I first moved in here, I'd just been here a month, something like that. And he has boxes. It's like that program Hoarders, literally. Gold Tooth Spinner, he's seen it. I mean, it weren't as bad as what it was in the past, trust me. And yeah, that, having all the clutter and stuff, that can just push you down as well, like someone's standing on your neck. And that's how I felt, to be honest. So I'm suddenly getting rid of this stuff, which is great. You know, we're selling, we're throwing stuff out. I've been doing this for a while, but now I've got some time. And that's what I said to the doctor. I feel like I just need some time. I just need some time to get my head straight. I knew that I'm going to be losing my job. I didn't know when. Thought it was going to be maybe middle of April. I'm not allowed to mention my company name, part of my contract, with no social media, no nothing. So that's fine. But yeah, I didn't know when that was going to happen. We thought, they said it would be no earlier than the end of March. Could be mid-April, could even be May. They might want to hold people on just while they're transitioning. Because basically, they're shutting down our UK operation, or gradually. I think it's going to happen over like probably a 2 or 3 year period, in my opinion. And I called it 2 years ago. I've been there about 3.5 years. I called it and said, we're on a sinking ship. Because I've worked at other places. So I recognise stuff. And, you know, I see what's going on. A lot of other people, their life is at my job. They've been there forever. Fair enough. But yeah, I worked at a few places in my time. So you recognise things. I've seen stuff like this before. So yeah, we're going to be redundant end of the month. We're going to get a little payout, about $4,000, I think, hopefully around that. So for me, that's about 2 months, I say 2 months salary, about 6 to 8 weeks worth of money, that income that I need to run my home. I live on my own, etc. You know, bills, life. So that's another reason why we're now cashing out a lot of the collection, because ready for my next stage of life. Yeah, part 2, the next chapter. Literally, I'm 45, guys. Yeah, so if I'm lucky enough to live to 90, we're at that halfway point. It's half time. Yeah, and it's time to level up to where I want to be, for me, for my family, for future family, my kids at some point. Yeah, it'll be a generational wealth. I've mentioned this before, crypto, blah, 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 investing. But ultimately, I'd really like to work for myself. Doing what? Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? And see where we go. Ultimately, I'm going to need the income. And yeah, so we'll go back out there. But yeah, I really felt depressed. And so yeah, 2 weeks ago, I said to the doctor that, you know, I don't want medication. I said, I want to get back in the gym. And 2 years ago, December, I think it was now, I was been in the gym for 3 months, and it felt so good. You know, when you're lifting weight, you're doing exercise, releasing endorphins, just like eating a bit of chocolate. You get those endorphins, make you feel good. Yeah. And it was great. And then I had to go and have an operation in hospital, and that meant I couldn't even train because of the operation where it was. I had an open wound for about 8 weeks. So in the end, I was ultimately out in the gym for a couple of months. Lost all motivation, inspiration to get back in there, and I was gutted, really. And yeah, it didn't help. But I went to the doctors yesterday, and I said to him, wow, you know what, seriously, I've never felt better in such a long time. And that's the truth. As I say, I know I've worn a good mask, if I'm honest, in terms of real feelings. I say this to my girls, you know, I was quite an emotional person, but now when you get too emotional, you can, you know, you lose control. Your emotions, it's when stuff goes wrong. Yeah, trust me, I've seen that out on the streets as well. You know, you get into a heated debate, what's it worth, and people get hurt bad, and you know, bad things can come from that as well, for that person and for yourself. So I've seen that firsthand, trust me. So yeah, I've been practicing emotional control. Boy, Oh boy. So, and that's good. And as I say to my girls, you know what, girls, sometimes if I don't show emotion, don't think I haven't got them, because I do. But I'm controlling them. Yeah. There's time and a place for emotions in some respect, right? In my opinion. So, yeah, 2 weeks, and I've been in the gym. This week we actually only went in Monday, and I was doing chest, some bench pressing, chest and arms, doing some curls, great. And that was on Monday. Tuesday's mainly my leg day. I didn't actually go in yesterday. I got on with some eBaying, as I've been doing every day. And today, actually, I'm maybe going in for leg. And we're right now, actually, let's do it. Star date, what are we? We are, just for record purposes, the 19th of March, 2025. It is 5:30 in the evening. Fortunately, my gym's open 24/7, so that's a result. So yeah, once I've done this little update video, I'm gonna chuck on my gym gear, drive down there. It's literally it's a 10-minute walk, but I'll drive down there and go and do my leg workout, come back, eat, rinse, repeat, and we'll crack on again tomorrow. So yeah, like I say, I hope everyone's cool out there. Sometimes I'm like, where do I go now? Take a pause. So what else happened? Yeah. By the way, don't get me wrong, this ain't no victim story. Yeah, I ain't no victim. Trust me. Yeah, it's just a situation. A lot of stuff happened, like say illness, not seeing my family, fucked up Christmas, for real. Unfortunately, I got a speeding ticket. I got a ULEZ fine when I was down in southeast London seeing my mate Rob. Big up Rob, out to you, man. DJ Class A. And then I even got a parking ticket outside my house where I park. My bad. It was about a foot over a drop curb. I park my car there every day. Got a message from one of Ava's friends' mum, Jade. Alright, Jade, love. She messaged me and was like, do you know is your car still at the end of the street? I was like, yeah. She went, yeah, you just got a ticket. She went, don't worry, I'll give him what for. And said, he parks all the time. But he said something about the drop curb. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, to be fair, it had been the highway code. I didn't even know that. So lesson learned. So yeah, we had quite a lot of dough go out. I did my speed awareness course last week on Wednesday. Wow. The trainer, I did it virtually. The trainer was such a G, trust me. He's a great guy. And it was okay. I've done one before about 10 years ago, like a physical one, but we did it online, like 3 hours, all good. Learned some stuff. I mean, on the bends, I've got a limiter. I use the cruise control, but I've actually got a limiter. Most of my driving round here is round town. It's all 30 mile an hour. So bang, every time I go out now, bang, I just literally 2 clicks, limiter's on, 30 mile an hour. The car doesn't go over 30 mile an hour. Brilliant. Little backup. But yeah, again, that speeding one, my bad, my fault, no one else's, no excuses. ULEZ, I should have done my research. I've been away from the southeast London ends for a while, so I didn't even think about that. So that was a 95 quid fine, I think. Speeding was like 100 quid. So yeah, we was getting hammered financially. The parking ticket was 70, but I paid that double quick and it was 35. Yeah. So lots been going, like I say, lots been going down. I just felt like I was getting pushed down more and more and more. I'm trying to fight my way back out, but, truth. Lost this battle, not lost the war. And that's how I look at it, yeah? I'm saying I'm fighting fit, I'm feeling good, we're eating good. Breakfast in the morning, 4 egg scrambled egg, 3rd block of feta, 2 toast, bit of extra virgin olive oil in there, pot of black coffee, and I've been having that every day for last 2 weeks basically. And yeah, I know, and I stopped having breakfast a long time ago, to be fair. So you really got to fuel yourself, haven't you, to keep going. So yeah, we're going to look at the next video. Is going to be a pickups video. That's right, I do have pickups, trust me. Yeah. And here is one of them. AliExpress, straight out of China. I'm coming straight out of China. Crazy motherfucker called Wong Tong. So yeah, we're going to be able to look at that. We did sell a couple of Super Famicom titles. Again, if you're on the gram, you'll have seen that. R-Type, the Third Lightning, which used to be Das Cajones Doloros. So it's funny how that's getting passed round. That is going to another YouTuber. I won't mention who it is because I'm sure he's going to do a video showing some of his pickups, that being one of them, I'm sure. And if not, well, we'll see. And he also purchased another one from me as well. This was on the card since November, to be fair, that we've been talking about it. Macross, brilliant little side-scrolling shooter, that one. So yeah, I shipped those out to him same day they went out. I think he's going to receive them tomorrow, which is Thursday. So yeah, everything's tracked and whatnot. So we'll do an eBay video at some point. There's been changes with eBay. You got the buyer protection fee. You know, you don't get paid until it's delivered. So if you want to get paid, you know, within basically like 4 days, you need to track that on a track 48 or track 24 hours via Royal Mail or whoever you use courier-wise. If you don't, then eBay wait 2 weeks and then automatically pay you because it should be delivered. That's good for eBay, innit? Like I say, I'll do a separate video, but you imagine all that money sitting in the bank, daily interest. Yeah, they're loving it. They're having to do that. I ought to check them on the stock market. I have got them listed in my portfolios on the watch list. I don't have any stock in eBay, but you know, maybe we will. Thinking about doing a video as well. There's a lot of gaming companies, Team 17, Nintendo. They have to buy via American Depository Receipt. It's another thing. You can actually invest in gaming companies, literally invest in them. So I'd quite like to do a little video on that. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Because what I'll do is I'll go out and I'll bang £10 in every single one of them, and we can do a little monthly update, see where these companies are at. Be quite cool, but I'll save that for another time. Yeah, we've got there's a lot of stuff up here actually. Accessories, some of the consoles, all the PSP handhelds and accessories that I've got. Literally the entire PSP collection. UMD movies are going. I know Champion 2D Rob's been putting up quite a lot of PSP stuff on his Instagram, and I've been loving it. It's great to see some titles I didn't even realise were out there. But as we know, a lot of PSP titles are actually, you know, they're PlayStation 2 titles ported, aren't they, at the end of the day, which is cool. So yeah, I'm going to be letting basically all of them go, as well as I've got a real cool collection of UMD movies as well, like all the classics, Goonies, Scarface. I mean, there's loads. So we'll let them go as well. But I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm better than okay. I'm good. Having this time out is serving me well. So literally, the doctor signed me off for 4 weeks. So yeah, I'm not going back to my old job now. Literally, 31st is the last day. 1st of April is going to be what I call my freedom day. That's the first day of the rest of my life, if you will, because I'll be officially unemployed. And yeah, and we'll see where we go from there. I'll give you little updates in future videos. I was obviously releasing a video every Tuesday. Again, I don't want to put myself down on a schedule in terms of the videos, because it's not about that. It's about uploading when I've got something to say or something to show, something to share, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, next video, yeah, it's going to be pickups. I've got quite a few pickups. I've got some gifts as well that I want to show that I've not forgotten about. Big up man like Goldie. He was very, very generous with some gifts that he gave me, and I really appreciate them. I'm not forgotten. I'm getting ready to show them, and yeah, we'll leave that one now. So yeah, big up to everybody that I have spoken to about my situation, about the situation I was in. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. Yeah, and until say the next video, the pickups, we'll just see where we go. I'll drop them. Don't worry, you'll be the first to know. As always, Instagram business, I'll be that's like my little marketing page for at the moment, showing the collection and what's coming out for sale. If you go through it, if it still says for sale in the description, it is, because when it's sold, I go back in there and I just change that for sale to sold, just in case someone happens to say, "Oh, David, have you still got that?" You can see straight away that I haven't, or I have. yeah, so I'm excited. I'm so excited actually to start doing the channel again. Like Old Two said, we need some fun. Oh boy. You know, I said, it's party time in this motherfucker. Yeah. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Exactly what we're going to do. I sit here saying to myself, you know, what am I going to say? I pretty much think I've said it all. But again, like the hoarding thing, I did mention earlier, Champion 2D Rob. It's amazing, the elephant memory. Whew. Way back when, I remember I did that house tour and Rob commented, he goes, wow, I couldn't live like that. And yeah, I get you. I have lived like that. And that hasn't helped. But the more and more stuff that's going from here, like even furniture, the more and more freer, the more and more I feel like I'm able to breathe again, you know? So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Might even film that one, video that one tomorrow, film that one tomorrow. We'll see. But gym wise, I wanted to go in the gym every single day and I haven't done it every single day. Funny enough, when I first went in there, I was in there 3 days. Monday, chest and arms. Tuesday, legs. Wednesday was shoulders and back and triceps with my trainer, Ben. Big up you. BW Fitness. Out to you, Ben, man. He's my personal trainer. Well, basically like once a week. Get together, it's cool. Catch up with him. And yeah, he's a friend of mine, so it's all good. And yeah, basically after leg day though, because I hadn't done it, oh my God. I literally, two, even on the third day, 3 days later, I was walking like fucking Walt Jr., aka Flynn from Breaking Bad. No disrespect, but literally I was. Like a cripple. It's true. So yeah, I'm glad that that's not the case now. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to finishing this video. Bang down the gym. Wanted to leave it a bit before all the people that are getting out of work. You know, it's what, 6:30 now. So this has probably been an hour. And if you got to the end, big up, respect, yeah? I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's a jungle out there. And you know what you got to do in the jungle? You got to be a raider. You get me? If you're in the jungle, you got to be a raider. Elephant in the room. Yeah, that's right. I shaved my hair. It was thinning out anyway. Big up!
Proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves.
What's up, man? Made it back. Another 24 hours down. It's incredible. I'm proud of you for that.
I just had to get a picture of one of the next greats. I'm proud of you, my boy.
And I know you don't want to be here. I get it. That state of mind. It's tough. I understand that. But don't quit. Because if you quit, you're going to wind up right back where you started. And remember when you started, how bad and how desperate you were to be right where you are right now? You gotta keep moving forward. Keep pushing it. You got this. I'm proud of you.